This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutation, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. In the last episode, we helped Ratbag step up the chain of command as we killed. Or no, wait, we did that before. We helped. Or was it the outcasts? We helped the outcasts get their bombs and reunite a man and wife together. That's it. I don't know why I thought it was the Ratbag one. That was the previous episode, so I think. I'm sorry, I've taken a quick break since my last time I played. So anyway, in this episode, we're going to continue on. We're going to meet Gollum again, and then we might also continue Ratbag's ascension up to the top, because I know we still have to do that for sure. It's just I think in the last episode we helped the outcasts. Man, this is what happens when you take a couple days off from recording. So anyway, the pickaxe. Uruk refer to mining as working the black seam, as they extract an adamant from the earth to fuel their war machines. They are deep, adept miners, and oftentimes they use steel pickaxes such as the ones to extract ore. And now, however, the pickaxes are in the hands of slaves, and Uruk serve as overseers. Oh, there it is.
Black captains and Urukai. Damned if I can't tell who's worse. Who are we working for these fools in the first place? We should be in charge. Come on. Don't you want to crack the whip instead of having it cracked over you? You'll be the death of us talking like that. Here now. Think I'm talking about talk? I'm talking about less whining, more mining. There's the first throw I'll cut.
It goes to show that not all orcs. Man, think of how more dangerous the world of Lord of the Rings would have been if the orcs had actually worked together for the most part. So, anyway, to defeat the head dude, we could straight up go fight the let's see, which one's is it this war chief? Right, now I have to look up the quests again. One of them is basically we can kill all the war chiefs before we fight the big dude, which was Gorath Guardmaster. So to take out him, I unlocked all these other war chiefs, not as necessary for the story, because he's the one. But basically, if we want to take him out, we can basically take out his side characters, and then we go fight him. I'll go ahead and mark that guy for now, but we're not going to do that today, so... we're going to... Actually, I might take out one of these subordinates beforehand, but what I was wanting to do is I was wanting to go tackle the One Ring again, shall we? Get that story out of the way before we start taking on all the war chiefs and helping Ratbag. Although technically we're not really helping him because, you know, we're doing it for our own selfish desires as well as he. So I guess, you know, symbiotic relationship and all that.
These slaves are doomed.
No, they are merely going to die. It is we that are doomed.
I guess that's an interesting way of looking at it, Mr. Wraith. Anyway, let's oh, that is the one. For a second I was like, I'm not ready to do a war chief yet. And I was like, oh, right. Anyway. Alright, let's end the mission. The One Truth. Gollum is hungry to lead the Bright Master to the artifacts. With each discovery, the power of the Wraith grows and his connection to the Dark Lord becomes clearer.
Well, where is he? Your friend is either a liar or a coward.
Maybe it was you threatening his life.
Let's go find your precious treasure.
It's like we have enough time for side quests in this game, you know, even though this is a story.
The eagle hunts rabbits from up high, and so shall we.
I guess that's true, although that's just what the eagles... whatever. Why don't we just... I was about to say, why don't we just take over him so he doesn't have to mess with him anymore? I'll just leave him alone, and we'll continue on. That way I don't have to mess with it. And if anyone comes by to take us out...
These towers were not built by the Dark Lord, but to challenge him.
Now only ruins, buried in darkness.
Yes indeed, I think. I guess that makes sense. You'd build towers in the man's own lands just to give him the big middle finger. Why not, right? Maybe that'll intimidate him. Although, if you've seen Sauron, not so easily.
A Graug. I need at least 20 men to bring that beast down.
Oh, then we must find another way.
So we have to fight this thing to get to Gollum, huh? Of course Gollum got around it. He's a slippery son of a bitch. Can we, How are we just gonna...
The cave's mouth will only lead us into the Graug's jaws. A well-placed arrow will do the trick here.
Oh, I've done this already, but basically the game's like, here's how you do this.
That should keep the Graug occupied.
I assume at some point one of the missions will be kill a Graug, or one of the side missions will be kill a Graug, but not today, it looks like. Let's go inside and find Gollum.
The air here is thick in death.
Oh, by the way, this is a good place to find those, like, weird blue or red mushroom type of things, if you're looking for the survival things. I think there's also a couple of,
Why am I not surprised?
well, they're dead bodies, right? The dead bodies all around us. I think there's an artifact in here as well. Oh, and they dug away. Cowards! Well, I guess they would be cowardly creatures. They eat other creatures, so there you go.
Looks like the Graug won his fight against the Caragors.
And now is ready for another.
Not us, hopefully. Oh, anyway, let's find that. Let's find an artifact since we're in here at the time. Get them out of the way. I think soon we're supposed to start unlocking this section. I think a couple more missions. We should unlock the next section of the game. Serpentine Blade, a deadly shiv. Just shiv him. This serpentine blade has played a role in many betrayals. Uruk power struggles are legendary. Weakness is not tolerated, and warriors move up in the ranks by murdering their superiors. The Uruks have been roused by their recent successes in Mordor, and as the soldiers' ambition grows, weapons such as these are becoming more and more common. Let's see. I think it'd be at the tip. Oh, there we go.
Remember me, filth? What the? Change of plans, lads. I'm in charge. We're gonna tear the Black Hand up. Don't you forget about me! Oh yeah, right. My memory's not that good.
Oh, that's almost a direct continuation from that previous one. Huh. Usually it's just like guesswork to kind of get that. I think that one you have to get from, yeah, so we won't get that. I wasn't sure if that one was from the save cave or not. It's hard to tell sometimes, but yeah, it looks like we have to find a cave, which probably a quest will probably have us go there anyway, so.
How can man hope to stand against these Uruk? They are filled with such pure hate.
We will teach them the meaning of fear, and in that we will give hope to Middle-earth.
Yeah, it's all because of Talion and the Wraith that that Middle-earth wasn't taken over when it was. Well, then again, there's a lot of open areas in the story, and not all of it's covered. Well, actually, I don't know. I've never read the syllabus front to back or the Silmarillion, so maybe it was talked about in there about why Sauron just didn't. I mean, I have ideas and supposition, but okay. Let's see if we can find it. I guess this time we find it by ourselves. We don't need Colin. We just need to follow him, kind of like when Bilbo followed him outside to with the One Ring. Don't need that, but I'll grab it anyway. Come on. Come on. Come on, game. Ugh. Jesus. Oh, well. Now we did this without the little imp.
could accomplish such art, Celebrimbor?
Celebrimbor. Greatest smith of the Second Age. I'd heard the stories, but...
I remember my name now. I shaped the history of Middle-earth. I crafted the Rings of Power.
Looks like that little twist. Oh, nice reference to the movies. Actually, I think that's in the book too, actually. Not enough time to take that bombshell long enough. We've got to get out of here. Shadow Strike. Hold LT and tap A to instantly teleport you to your target's location. Huh. So we have to be in arrow mode, and then we press A instead. Whatever. Okay, that's cool. This can help you escape lethal situations, traverse strongholds, pursue enemies, and enter combat from a distance. This can turn to... Okay, that's neat. All right. So we want to, I assume, attack this dude. Whoop! Oh, nice. Oh, yep. We found out that we can rule them all. Alright, nice. But yeah, we basically found out that Celebrimbor did indeed create the Rings of Power in the lore of Lord of the Rings. Now, from what I understand, Celebrimbor is supposed to be the guy who did it, so it's not like they made that up all of a sudden. Oh, I was supposed to actually let that guy absorb that dude, or attack him, but whatever. I think in the syllabus or something like that, it mentions the name of the guy who forged them, or one of the forgers. But yeah, that's pretty neat. So.
And good riddance.
I'm the one responsible for all of this. That's why Sauron wants me.
No. No. Bright Master is good. He looks after us.
Shut your insolent mouth.
Nasty Ranger. He knows nothing of the Bright Master.
I know of his legend. How Sauron deceived you into making the rings. He tortured both you and your king.
And the precious. The Master makes it too. Where is it?
I have no memory of any such thing.
Why would it even matter?
The Master must remember. Yes, he must. We dig up more treasures. Yes, yes, yes. And then he will take us to it.
So that's why Gollum's been helping us. It's because Celebrimbor is tied to the One Ring. He wants his precious, and he thinks Celebrimbor either has it or knows where to find it. So, Oh, we did the bonus objective. I didn't even know there was one. I was just like, ah, let's get out of here. But apparently doing it really fast. But yeah, there's the big twist of the game.
Of memory, the Rings of Power.
Yeah, that's the big twist of this version is finding out what happened to Celebrimbor, at least in this variation of it. Oh, and hello to Steve Bloom voicing the, I assume is either maybe Sauron or someone who works for Sauron, who played the other elf. So nice to see him again, like always. Celebrimbor, a shining light of the elves of the Second Age of Middle-earth, Celebrimbor was Lord of Ergion, I'm going to say Ergion, and the greatest elven smith to be found in the mortal lands. He was strong, fearless, proud, and unforgiving, but his pride was his undoing, and the undoing of his kingdom. He was seduced by Sauron in fair guise, and side by side they forged the Rings of Power. 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die. In secret, Sauron forged the One Ring, the Master Ring, to control all others. Yep. So, I think that's pretty neat. Despite this being kind of like a what-if story, it's kind of neat that they actually did use some of the lore of Lord of the Rings to tell this type of story. You know.
Blind to men, their power became their undoing. They became the ring wraiths.
Yes, the Nazgul.
But the Nazgul were destroyed.
As are many who come in contact with the Rings of Power.
except for the littlest of people, but we won't know about that during this story. Okay, looks like we got some time to go, so let's take out one of these captains, since we need to take out a war chief anyway. Let's see. Send on his supporters to draw him out. So, have we found that guy's supporter? Probably not. Let's see. Let's do. What's this one? Let's see. Defeat the warp bodyguards before confronting it. But have we done his bodyguards? Okay. Let's look at our options before we go. So this one's story is. Let's do this guy's first. So since we've got some time, let's mark him. Oh no, that's Ratbag. What? Never mind. What am I thinking? Do I need to do that for story? Let's okay. I might be doing this wrong, but let's go ahead and let's go and tackle this dude. We can at least get one today. I don't know if I'll show the others. I don't know if there's much story into taking out the war chiefs. I think it's basically just us fighting a captain, except a stronger dude, but we'll see what happens. And to get those, you either basically need to get intel to unlock all this dude. The game doesn't specifically say that, but you basically need to unlock intel to fight the war chief in this case, so let's go ahead and do that. We can do that mission. We've got enough time. Or if not, we can at least go slightly over. Alright, let's take out this war chief. So I guess this mission we need to take out his bodyguards first, so if it goes a little long, I can always cut it and we'll continue it next time. So, and I found most of the stuff anyway. Oh, by the way, the red slots, the Rise of Power, those are always going to respawn every once in a while, so only do as many as you feel you need to for the purposes of
in fear. Bring death from above to drive him into the open.
But anyway, just do however many you want to unlock powers, but don't, otherwise you can get absorbed into taking forever just to do some mission, that you don't need to do, for example. Alright. So we need a couple more. Yeah, goodbye. Have a nice fall. Looks like the alarms been set off. Nuts. Oh well. Okay, let's see if we can get up here. Maybe that'll give us a better vantage point. Like I said, sorry I'm not talking, I'm just kind of focusing on what I want to do. Sometimes I have trouble figuring out like what sometimes I have trouble figuring out like while I'm doing something and talking at the same time. Most people do, actually. You have to really have major concentration to really kind of might be able to do both. So, especially if it's high action games. If it was like a puzzle game, it'd be a lot easier to handle. There goes the chief. He's out, so we can take him out. I forgot what his I've already figured out, or I've already done the intel on him. I just have to figure out what his weaknesses. I have to remember what they are. Let's see. His are. Let's see if it'll take forever to load up. Well, I might show, since they're part of the story, I might just show the rest of the episodes taking on the war chiefs. But alright, let's see what his weaknesses are. Combat finishers and Karagons. I don't think there. Wait, no, I think there are some in there. Let's see if we can find one really quick. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I thought I saw one in the air. Yeah, there's. I think there's a. Let's do that. Oh, okay. No. Come on. Come on. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's do that. And let's get rid of this. Fly, you fools. Really? Really, game? Alright, whatever. Whatever, game. Whatever makes you feel good at night. Okay. Let's see. Are there any more? Aren't there any more of these guys? There's got to be some more around here somewhere. You know, it's like I see some more in the general area, so if we can get some more of those guys. Okay. There's a couple more here. Gonna lock the rest of those dudes. That might help us out whenever. Hopefully they come find us. Yeah, go fight those dudes. Leave me alone. Come on, let's get him. Ah, you saw it. Good. Okay, that's what we wanted to do. Okay, now we need to find him or go after him before he gets away. I do have the ability that if I hit him with an arrow in the foot, it's supposed to like pin him down or something. There we go. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Got you. No. Can we get him in time before someone attacks us? Oh, nice. Yay, we did it. I didn't need the intel. I just did it because I could, so. Quicker kill, and you get some intel on some other dudes if I really want to. Although I think I've gotten the intel on all the war chiefs, so I don't know. This guy, sure. Oh no, we already got him. Okay, or not. Sure, this guy. That's good. I don't care. I really don't care. I end up doing just like when I'm running around, just doing like little side missions. I end up killing like half those guys just from story basis, you know. So, oh, a Grug's heal or Graug's heal. Capitalize on a war chief's fear. Oh, nice. Well, that definitely helped us out. It was a lot quicker than some videos I've seen of people fighting the war chiefs, because they'll just attack them straight out. One down, 3 more to go. Alright, can we skip out of there? God damn loading screens. Oh, we get a decent amount of power for doing that too. Alright, let's run away from now so we can come back, and I'll mess with the all that later. I've noticed the longest, like, yeah, leveling up in general takes forever, but I've noticed gaining power takes a long time too. Like, it takes a lot to get to the next level of power, but oh well, you know, it makes the game last longer. So looks like we're one step closer to pulling out. We learned a bit more about our Wraith companion, who's now known as Kellen Brimbor, who created the One Rings of Power. But we'll need more information until we can figure out the full truth of the Wraith. While Gollum figures out what that's going on, we'll take out Ratbag's competitions to help us get closer to the Black Hand. All's coming up. Talbor? Whatever his name is, the Ranger. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.